Hi, this is me from Me's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to working in my creative daily journal for the first week of November. Let's jump into it. I made this from a needlepoint and a Heidi Swap journal cover that I found at Ollie's. All right. So on this day, it was the boyfriend's 12 hours. Every Saturday he has to work 12 hours. I feel horrible for him. And he also works like from 5 to 3 on a Friday. And then he works then the 12 hours. It's horrible. But that's what happens when you're the boss. That's what I keep telling him. That's what happens when you're the boss. So I ordered Subway. Because by the time he got to my house, it was time for him to... Why am I cutting it there? I don't know. Why did I cut that there? That was weird. That was a weird choice. It's like basically time for him to leave for work. So I ordered Subway and he picked it up on the way down. That way at least he had food. Let's see what else. And then he texted me at 11:30 and was like, I'm starving at night. And I'm like, well, you don't have many choices now for food. I'm like, why didn't you get food? Because there's food where he works, so he could get food, but he's like already tired of eating. He doesn't want to have to eat there all the time, is basically what he said. I'm like, well, I could have Grubhubbed you something, but you waited till 11:30 to let me know you were hungry, and the only thing I could have Grubhubbed him at that time was halal food, and he didn't want halal food because it could be really messy. Let's see. Oh, the kid did not have D&D. This was a Saturday. He did not have D&D. But he went out with his friends, and he came home at like midnight. I'm like, why are you home so early? And he said his friends lied to him that they went to a karaoke bar, and they didn't tell him, and he was so bored and unhappy that he came home. My poor child. My poor child. I said, that was really kind of shitty that they lied to you, that they didn't tell you it was a karaoke bar. That's kind of crappy. All right. I mean, it's definitely really crappy. Though, I did say to my boyfriend, I'm like, he sings enough in his room. Like, maybe he would have liked a karaoke bar if he gave it a chance. Because he sure as heck sings a lot. It always makes me really wish that I could soundproof the house. Soundproof. Alright, so here is, look, for people who are like, I see all the time, people complaining about Subway prices. Look, $10.80 for 2 footlongs. $10.80, you guys. As long as you use coupons, and if you sign up for their rewards, I got $2 off with my rewards on this day. It's not that bad. Alright, I have some private journaling here, so we're just going to put that there then. So I'm over my headache being bad. I really am. I'm so sick and tired of it. What did I do? My aunt bought me this book here and gave it to me like 2 months ago. I don't even remember when I saw her last. I don't see her very often. She lives in Virginia, so I don't see her very often. But I made sure to pull some papers from it, because I want to use it. I don't want it to sit here and rot. So I did pull some papers from it so I can add... Sorry, my voice is very much... I don't think I've talked very much yet today. It's later than I normally come down to do this, but I had to get a new rug. And it was supposed to come today. By the way, you know what I got? I got a car part. Whatever. So, yeah. So that was a screw up. So now I don't have a rug. Anyway, but I pulled the rug out from under my very, very, very heavy, you guys, all wood bed. Like my boyfriend made it. It is very heavy. And I'm a little bit exhausted now. Anyway, this day, and I was like so sick and tired. My headache that I have had for how many, like over 3 years now. I don't keep track any longer. but I had it for over 3 years now, was just so bad for like so long. I'm also super tired all the time. And my boyfriend said to me, why don't you have a video visit? I said, you know what they're going to tell me on my video visit? Just to make an appointment with my doctor. They're going to say, we can't do anything. You have to make an appointment with your doctor. That's all they're going to say. And why is my glue not coming out? Okay, the glue wasn't coming out because it was almost empty. So I refilled it. And now we're good. I also had to make eye doctor appointments. Eye doctor appointments for me and the kid, because he said something to the boyfriend. He didn't say anything to me right away, but he went to go get gas, and the boyfriend went with him. And he made a comment about how he needed a new eyeglass prescription. He hasn't been in a few years, and I've been asking him to, but I mean, you guys, if you have a kid, you freaking know. They don't listen when they're a certain age. So, he finally said something to me, and I asked him why if he's driving at night, is it because the lights are all screwed up? And he said yes. And I said, well, it's because you have an astigmatism. I was like, you have an astigmatism, kid. Like, that just happens with lights. I went to the grocery store with my dad on this day, and he told me in the car, you guys, that he thinks that Life of a Showgirl is the best Taylor Swift album. He declared it. Okay. He declared it. I also ordered Danish butter cookies, but you want to know what happened to my Danish butter cookies? I don't think you're ready for this. When I went to the store, they were, I don't even remember where they were. They were out of the way, I can tell you that much. And my dog knocked them off from where they were, and the lid wasn't tight because it's just not a tight fitting lid. And yeah, he ate all the cookies. All of them. No, he did not. He didn't like the round ones. He left the round ones behind and ate all the other cookies. I was so mad. And then you just kind of have to laugh because, like, what else are you going to do? And they're perfectly fine. They're butter cookies. He was not harmed in the eating of the cookies. He was super fat for a few days. And I didn't give him his full dinner. I had to give him some dinner so he could take his pills. But I didn't give him full dinner. But yeah, I came home and he was sitting there in the kitchen. So I didn't think anything. But then when I went in my room, I'm like, why is that on the floor? Yeah. Yep. He ate all the cookies, except for the round one. Did not like the round ones. And I said, I'm pretty sure that he had help. Pretty sure he wasn't in it alone. Because the big dog looked guilty when I asked her if she helped. She looked guilty. Very guilty. Like, you gotta laugh about it. You can't be too super angry. Yeah, you eventually just have to laugh, right? Right? It's life. Crap happens. Stuff happens. Yep, stuff happens. All right, so then this day, the boyfriend voted and he gave me a sticker. He's like, I voted. You want my sticker? I was like, I don't care. That's fine. I went to Sam's Club with my mom. She called me texted me the day before and said, do you want to go with me? And I said, sure. What time? So we went to Sam's Club together. I got a robe. I didn't have a robe. So I got a robe. What else did we do? Oh, the boyfriend and I went to Target. There was a reason we had to go to Target, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember that it had to be Target. There was something at Target. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I went shopping with my mom. Oh, and then my mom and I also went to Target. My mom and I also went to Target because I needed a 3-drawer, like one of those rolling 3-drawer, like plastic things. I just needed it for my bras and my underwear and my socks. Like, I just needed more room in my dresser for the boyfriend's clothes. And that was taking up room that, like, I could have used something else. So we went, and it was the cheapest place I found for one of those. It was not Walmart, you guys. It was Target. So we went to Target and got that. And like I said, the boyfriend voted. He voted. He's like, I put my sticker there for you. I was like, oh, that's so nice. This was the 3rd, right? 1st, 2nd, 3rd. This is the 4th. Okay. So there was nothing else there. Yep, we went to Target then also. I really wish I could remember what he needed. It was him. He needed something, and I don't remember what it was. Also, we tried these. They were not good. I don't know why I had that in there. I try not to keep things that I don't like unless I want to remember that I don't like them, and I don't care. We won't get those again, so it's not like I need to remember that I didn't like them. Understood? And let me put more glue on this sticker because he had it on his sweatshirt. But live in Pennsylvania, so we voted on all those Supreme Court, or the Pennsylvania Supreme Court justices. That's what our voting was for that day. We went to Michael's on this day. I needed, what did I need? I needed something. Oh, I needed embroidery floss for a project. I had some Aida cloth. Oh, and you guys, so this was my eye doctor appointment. The kid and I both have eye doctor appointments. We both had to get up early. Our appointments were at 9:40 and 9:50, and I told him the day before multiple times, do not forget, you got to be up by 9 so we can get to our eye doctor appointment. I had to wake him up. I was so mad. I had to wake him up, and then he decided he wanted to shower. I was so mad. I was so angry. We still got there in plenty of time, but like, I was just so mad. I'm like, you could have done this you could have showered last night. You could have gotten up earlier, whatever. But you guys, I drove with him for the first time. I've never driven with him. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it or if you know this about me, but I don't drive. I have severe anxiety just being in a car. There are very few people that I will get in a car with and be okay with. I will get in the car with my mom. I'm starting not even to be okay with my dad because my dad's getting older, and I will get in the car with the boyfriend, and I will get in the car with my ex-husband and not have a problem because I drove with him for so long. I will not have a problem. Well, I've never driven with my kid, but he drove us to the eye doctor appointment. It was actually pretty fun. He's actually not that bad of a driver. I had such bad anxiety about it all night long, all morning long. Such bad anxiety. But I got in that car. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, I got in that car. I told him where we had to go. He drove. It was not that bad. Now, do I want to drive with him regularly? No, I don't think so. But I did it, okay? I did it. And it helped completely that there was no traffic. Where we had to go is a Lowe's and a Starbucks are right there. And there's always traffic coming from that one side because there's a Lowe's and a Starbucks right there. So there's always traffic right there. None. It was dead. No traffic. So worked out great. Yeah, worked out great. I think I'm going to use some of... no, I'm going to use this. The owls. I'm going to put some owls down. But yeah. Anyway, so I couldn't get comfortable on this night. Ugh. Sometimes my legs just ache. I think I might have restless leg syndrome because let me tell you, sometimes they ache and they're tingly. So I did not get a lot of sleep the night before this night. So I barely slept. And I woke up with my back hurting. I did something to my back. And guys, my back still hurts. Today is what? The 8th? No, the 10th. Today's the 10th. And this was the 6th. And my back still hurts. Still. Let's see. Went to the grocery store because I was really in the mood for lasagna. So we went to the grocery store so I get stuff to make lasagna. Here's the dog. Look, like while I was showering, he made himself a little nest on my bed. Did I tell you he does not sleep in the bed with me anymore? He doesn't want to. He has no interest. I've never met a wiener dog who doesn't want to sleep in bed with their person, but nope, he's done. He would rather sleep on the floor than sleep in bed with me, but when the boyfriend's here, he wants to sleep with me all the time. In the bed with him, I don't get it. I don't think I'm his person any longer, and honestly, I don't care. I don't care. Let's see. The boyfriend made me take Advil for my back. Let me tell you, it didn't help. Nothing helped. I even had him like put my laundry in the dryer because I couldn't bend over. That's how bad my back hurt. And the 7th, I fell asleep early. And then didn't sleep well after the dog woke me at 4 o'clock for frickin' water. Sometimes, I swear. The dog is such a pain in my buttocks. I'm just going to use up this paper here. But yes, with his Cushing's, he's thirsty all the time, so he wakes me up for water all the time. It's really annoying. But I vacuumed, I shampooed the rugs, I vacuumed again. And this was the day that I got out of bed and stepped in the dog's pee spot. He woke me up for water, but didn't wake me up to have to go pee. By the way, I no longer have that rug. I had to rip that rug out yesterday because I shampooed it multiple times and it still smelled like pee. He can no longer hold his bladder. We need to get him diapers or pee pads or something. He can't hold his bladder any longer and it's because of the Cushing's. And that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna, like, it is what it is. However, I had to either find diapers for him, which with a dachshund, it's kind of hard to find diapers for a dachshund that fit a male dachshund. It's a little bit difficult. So I have to do that. And then, but I shampooed the rugs on this day. Did all of my kids' bedding, did my bedding, did the dishes, made dinner, raked a third of the yard. My back was still killing me and my ankle hurt. And I walked over 7,000 steps and didn't even leave my house. And that was at 7 o'clock. I'd walked over 7,000 steps. I live in a small ranch home. It's like 10 steps to the bathroom and like 20 steps to the kitchen. Like, it's small. And the boyfriend went out to lunch with his friends from Target. And that is my week, you guys. I think, right? That's 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that is 7 days. So that was my week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.